Let's head now to Sudan, where groups opposing the military rule have continued to hold mass rallies following the death of hundreds of people. The army's crackdown on the demonstrators has become more violent since the protests began 8 months ago. Civilian groups in Sudan have rejected a proposal by the country's coup leader to make way for civilian rule. News Central's Omolola Ololade tells us more.
Nationwide demonstrations in Sudan have continued for about 6 days, with protesters staging sit-ins across the country against the military leadership that seized power 8 months ago. Aggravated by the recent killings by security forces that left 9 people dead, including a child, thousands of protesters took to the streets of Sudan's capital, Khartoum, to demonstrate against a military takeover last October, led by Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. These recent protests have seen crowds burn tires and barricade roads with bricks, with security forces using live bullets, firing barrages of tear gas canisters and powerful water cannons, according to medics and the United Nations. The protesters are, however, insisting on their stance that the country must transit to civilian rule.
قراره بيقولوا ده انه ينتقل من المشهد السياسي وانه يترك السلطه الى الاحزاب والحركات وده عارف انها هي فعليا ما حتتفق. هي في خلال 3 سنين ما اتفقت، فما حتتفق له في ظرف يوم وليله ولا شهر ولا 6 شهور ولا اي حاجه. فحول نفسه الى فرعون سلطه مطلقه حيكون قاعد في كرسي الى الابد.
الكلام بتاع امس بتاعه ده كلام فارغ، والشباب بالعكس هو اشعل الشارع زياده. امس بعد خطابه مباشره كل الخرطوم ولعت، كل الشوارع قفلوها، الناس خرج غير بخلاف الاعتصامات الموجوده اصلا بين الخرطوم واعتصامين في درمان واعتصام في بحري، وفي الطريق مزيد من الاعتصامات في الولايات.
The civilian bloc in the country has shown massive support to the protesters by rejecting a proposal by the country's coup leader to make way for a civilian government as a giant ruse, and in turn urge more protests.
الكلام كلام تضليلي، كلام ملغوم. هو بيقول البيان بيقول انه عايز يخرج او يرجع الجيش للسكنات، لكن في نفس الوقت هو عايز يدخل السلطة المدنية في السكنات، وده طبعا حتكون سيطرة يعني أسوأ من ذي قبل يعني. فما في مجال للكلام ده. نحن متمسكين بنهاية الانقلاب.
Although the African Union, the United Nations and the international community have condemned the violence in the East African nation, which has been rocked by near-weekly protests since an October 25 coup appended its fragile transition to democracy, the country will need more than condemnation to end the unrest ravaging its territory. Omolola Ololade reporting for News Central.